Hey everybody, this is GP with a new tapping video. I'm trying out this particular style of doing it in just doing it with audio and not video to see if me on the screen going through it is actually distracting. So please in the comments let me know, is this better? Is it worse? Or is it pretty much the same? It doesn't make much difference at all. This particular video is about bad thoughts, negative thoughts, frightening thoughts that may be troubling us. So while I'm speaking, please just start tapping through the points. As many of you may already know, I don't ask people to say what I'm saying, and I find that even when I'm introducing the subject, if you are tapping, that message of you are safe is getting into the nervous system. In today's video, we're talking about fearful thoughts, terrifying thoughts, not just thoughts that are a shudder about a memory or create some anxiety in us, but thoughts that are truly, truly debilitating, like people who are afraid to drive on a bridge or are afraid to be in a car because they're terrified by the thoughts about getting into an accident. I once worked with somebody who had that particular phobia and could not drive over a bridge. It would oftentimes take her hours to get places because she would have to avoid bridges, or if she couldn't avoid a bridge, she simply wouldn't go. It was quite an impediment to her life. Fortunately, tapping came to her rescue, and now she's completely okay, can drive across a bridge with absolutely not even a tiny bit of a qualm about it. And the process took about 2 or 3 weeks to actually get all the way through it. It was a pattern that was deep into the nervous system. So we're going to start tapping on simply being afraid of our own thoughts. So as you're tapping, just listen to me as I'm speaking. I'm open to the possibility that maybe, just maybe, I may not need to be afraid of my own thoughts. Maybe it can sink deep into my body and into my soul that thoughts are just thoughts. They're not a guarantee of something happening in the future. They don't cause something to happen in the future. They're not a premonition of the future. They're just thoughts. Now I'm really opening myself up to the feeling of love for myself. What if it was possible to have all these thoughts and love myself anyway? I didn't cause these thoughts. I didn't make them up. I'm not doing this to myself. I don't even know where they came from. So I'm not responsible for them. I didn't create them. But I'm choosing to accept that they are here and opening my heart to the possibility that I can love myself anyway. Since it isn't my fault, I'm open to letting my whole nervous system let go of the self-criticism and self-doubt and self-judgment. Like I shouldn't have this. Well, too late, I do. Stop for a second, stop tapping and just take a breath and let that sink in for a moment. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. As you exhale, and let the exhale be longer than the inhale. It's been shown physiologically that our hearts slow down when we exhale, and they speed up when we inhale. So make the exhale longer than the inhale. Okay, let's start tapping again. Just start tapping through the points. recognize that my nervous system, for some reason, has made these associations between driving and bridges, or maybe tunnels or highways, or maybe driving in particular conditions like when it's dark or it's raining, that I rationally know there's nothing to be afraid of, yet my body has this association with it that came from somewhere. Fortunately, I don't have to know where it came from. My body knows, and that's enough. I'm choosing right now to let go of trying to figure this all out, and instead, just acknowledging that this is what's happening, loving myself anyway, and opening myself to the possibility that this association between certain circumstances in my life and fear or panic is a soft program, is a soft connection. It's not hardwired into me, which means it can be broken and a whole new pattern established. So I'm going to give my nervous system permission to open itself to the possibility that we don't need this association to protect us any longer. What if we could let it go and still remain safe? What if it's possible to not have frightening thoughts and be safe at the same time? To be calm and confident and safe at the same time? What if all I need to do is choose to let it go and invite my nervous system to remove the whole thing from every little part of me? If that's possible, that's what I want. If it's not possible, then I accept it. This is the way it has to be, and I've learned to live with it. But if it is possible, if I can be confident and calm and safe at the same time, well, isn't that better? My nervous system can see the wisdom of that. So I'm inviting my system right now to let go of this association and make a new one, where various circumstances of my life are associated with pleasure, with fun, with accomplishing things, with being successful. I'm also inviting it to just look around and make sure it's safe to do so. So we make a safe transition from these associations and meanings that we've given things to a whole new state of consciousness that I'm totally open for, and I'm pretty sure my nervous system is open for it too. So if we don't need this anymore, I direct you, my nervous system, to simply break this association and make new ones. To let this go. To let it completely vacate my entire system. To remove it from every bone and fiber in my body, from every gene on every strand of DNA, going as far back into the past as it has to go, and projecting itself as far into the future as it might have gone. And completely remove this from me. I know you can do this. For all these years, you have been protecting me, keeping me safe. And I know now that that's all you're trying to do. And I'm just inviting you to find a different way to do that. But thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. I wouldn't be alive were it not for you protecting me when I couldn't protect myself. Thank you. I love you. Take another deep breath. Let it out slowly. And please leave in the comments the effect that that had on you, especially whether or not doing it as just a voice rather than as a video was better, was worse, or just about the same for you in terms of the experience of the healing energy that this process generates. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video.